should really be Double Wrestling Review Monday. My name was WestRoadSal, and today we are coming right off that review with another one. This one is a special wrestling show that is not WWE or Ring of Honor or TNA or Wrestling Society X because they only released one DVD. This is East Coast Pro Wrestling presents the Battle of Staten Island. Now, this it wasn't that great, I hate to tell you. But they had, as you can see on the DVD cover, Shelton Benjamin versus Little Guido. Excuse me. Also known as Nunzio in the WWE. Now, we also had the Big Guns versus Slugga and Magic, as well as many other matches with independent stars that you probably never heard because they haven't made it that far yet. But let's get started. First, Andreas Fudd, the commissioner. I'm not sure if he had a fat suit on or he was really fat. We couldn't tell. But he comes out and talks about their current feud with another promotion. They don't make too much. They don't go into too much detail, but he just says that if you want to bring it, we'll bring it back to you. He says it in a corny sort of way, just to get the crowd hopped up. And then after that, they introduced the referee for the night. For the night, one referee for the whole night. It's a bit weird. Tony Savano. The crowd goes nuts. I don't know why, but this ref is like so slow with the counts that the announcers even talk about it. So, the first match for the night is Timothy Plazma, a skinny vampire gimmick, versus the masked superstar. Nothing known about him, no location from where he's from, no age, well, you don't know the age, but still, nothing known about him. They're selling it as he's just unknown, from parts unknown. Slap from the face starts the action of Timothy Plazma. Very slow, very... they don't put much into this match. Plazma, he uses a stake numerous times in the match, and the referee doesn't even care. I mean, they sell it as he doesn't see, but obviously he sees, and he just doesn't care. The stake is shown after the match. The masked superstar wins with a reversal swinging neckbreaker. It's quite simple. It's quite a simple move. But 1, 2, 3, I was quite surprised. It was slow. It was tedious. There wasn't much to it. It was just all about the weapon and then a couple of moves. The Max Superstar, it seems like he's an old guy because he didn't move fast at all. And Timothy Plazma, he just needs more experience, if you ask me. I give it a 2 out of 5. I want to be nice. I really do. The next match picked up amazingly. You had Ryan Roxbury, the champion, versus Gil Quest versus PJ Storm. Ryan Roxbury, he comes out, obviously, with Night at the Roxbury song, which is nice. He's a good wrestler, believe it or not. He's a tall, skinny guy, but he's a good wrestler. 2 good, 1 bad. You can tell Gil Quest is a wrestler because he should have been in TNA in the 2004-2005 era. He really should have been. Because you can tell this guy fights. The other two, while Ryan Roxbury and PJ Storm are wrestlers, because you can tell, Gil Quest is just at a much higher level. He wrestles really, really well. Roxbury applies, it's a little heelish, but he's a good guy. He applies a flipping neckbreaker to win after Gil Quest does his finisher to PJ Storm, which is, I know they do it just to win, but it sort of pushes the character to heel, you know. I give it a 3.5 out of 5 because the second quarter it picked up very nicely. Good moves all around, you know. It was like a TNA X Division match, really was. So it was nice. It was nice for 3 indie stars such as themselves. The next match was JL Chico versus Nightmare. Nightmare, it's like a mix of Abyss and Wes Briscoe's hair, basically. The ref was not changed for the whole night. So this is a match where the commentators actually noticed that he was slow with the pins. This match, it was getting good, but JL Chico the referee found the weapon on him, like 5 minutes in the match, after teasing of him getting into the ring, and it was sloppy work. JL Chico, his gimmick, well, he is actually Mexican, but he's like a Mexican. He just came out of a gang or something. That was his gimmick. The referee found the weapon on him while he was outside. It was a DQ. It was getting good. It really was getting good, but it just stopped short. So I give it a 2 out of 5. That's it. Next we had the match on the cover, Nunzio versus Shelton Benjamin. This got to be a good match. Come on, Nunzio in this match, it was a refreshing change because he was actually one of the main. Come on, he was actually aggressive with his moves. He actually told the child in the crowd that he was going to kick his, you know what. So he was like acting a real bad heel. Submission expert, really submissions. He was going nuts with submission, Nunzio. I would say third of the quarter through the match, Shelton Benjamin just goes nuts. He goes full on Hulk mode, and he does a Samoan drop. That's his finisher. 1, 2, 3. It's over. So 3.5 out of 5. It was coming close to a 4 if it just went past the first finisher. I mean, you have 2 WWE stars. Make it last a little long. But obviously, the booker, the producer, I can't remember the word. Well, whoever made this promotion doesn't want to put too much emphasis on the guest stars and more emphasis on the actual wrestlers in the federation. But you can't really do that when the match is no good. The next match was Tre Owens versus Legion. Legion is a chunky monster. He's like Viscera, but white, basically. I have to say it. Basically. The ref was searching every match of the night here. The referee searched for weapons on the wrestlers. 2 matches now, he can't find a weapon. So just stop. Because in this match, Tre Owens, he gets a weapon out of his shorts or whatever. So it's stupid, really. Boring. No real effort. I mean, the commentators. This is new. The commentators did say that the promotion does have health insurance, so maybe that's why they told the wrestlers not to go nuts. But you could have at least put some effort. It was slow. Even lazy cover. The commentators even say that there's just laziness throughout this match. Even the commentators do say it. So you know there's something wrong. Legion misses a turnbuckle body slash. She doesn't sell it. Manager of Tre Owens, dirty tactics. So I mean, it was a good match, but even below TNA 2004 crappy standards. I know I mentioned them twice, but Samoan drop as well as the same thing as the past match with Guido and Shelton Benjamin. 1, 2, 3, Legion won. So 2 out of 5 out of 5. I mean, at this point, it gets better, but not great. We have Parka USA versus Little Tony Moose. Now, Little Tony Moose is like a fat Nunzio, and Parka USA, he can use the name Parka, but he wasn't the original Parka. It's something much different. He comes out with the manager, Donnie Diamond. He comes out with a suit, a cane, and a box of pizza. What's La Parka? Strange. Diamond's interfering every so often. You don't know if La Parka USA is a good guy or a bad guy. You don't know. It's a short match. Low blow, blatant. The referee doesn't. They need to get a new referee. Sorry, they need to get a new referee. The referee sees blatant Donnie Diamond holding Little Tony Moose. Nothing. Diamond hits La Parka with the pizza box because Little Tony Moose ducks out of the way. Then big splash. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Little Tony Moose wins. I gave it a 2 out of 5. These matches are not. If they just put a little tiny more effort into the match, basically, they would have been done so much better. Battle Royal Challenge was up next. 8-man. You had Nightmare, Tristan Law, PJ Storm, Legion, Plazma, Little Tony Moose, Tre Owens, and Gilquist. 5 of them start on Nightmare to get him out. He's like big and fat, like he won't get out of the ring for nothing. All in the ring. Moose out right away. Tre Owens out, Nightmare out, Plazma out. Last 3 in like 2 minutes. Gilquist, Legion, and Law. Just trying to get Legion out. They can't. Legion wins because Legion is also a big man, you know. Gilquist beats up on Law. then moves out. They were setting up a feud, but I didn't think it was gonna happen. I'm not thinking it's gonna happen because he's like, yeah, I'm leaving to go back to New Jersey, So that was it. The last match we had was the Big Guns versus Slugga and Magic. Now Slugga and Magic are like I forgot the name. I didn't even write it down because I forgot the name back then too. It was the old Power of Domination tag team WWF back in the 90s. You can tell. You can reference them. Big Guns. This was a match for the crowd. This was a tag team street fight main event, but it was for the crowd. They were hyping it up. They were like waiting about 5 minutes to wrestle. I'll be right back. Hold on. I was saying the main event was the Big Guns versus Slugga and Magic. It was quickly paced. The storyline was quickly paced. I mean, the match, they did more hyping up than the match itself. At the beginning of the match, the good team was posing in the ring. Meanwhile, the bad guys were all nerved up because the crowd was going on the good guy's side, and then it took them 10 minutes just to start fighting. There was good stuff in this match. They used weapons. I mean, they actually used the mat outside the ring. They took that up, They took a door from underneath the ring and put that in the ring and put one of the bad guys through it. So, I mean, there was good spots. But the hyping up before and after was more than the match itself, and it was slow paced. The storytelling was rushed, like I said. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. It was fun to watch, but you can tell it was it was more for the crowd. It was more for the people in the audience than the DVD. I don't even know if they're if they even think about that. If they even think about the cameras rolling for the DVD, but you can tell it was for the crowd. It wasn't like Ring of Honor, where like they make sure the match has substance. It was for the crowd. So the three good matches on this card back here was Shelton versus Nunzio, obviously. The Big Guns, it was a good match, like I said. And Ryan Roxbury versus Gilquist versus PJ Storm. These guys, they're the highlights of the night, in my opinion. It was a short match, but it was very well done. And it was like X Division. They did trio combos, stuff like that. So, man, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. WestRoadSal. Peace.